promise that I will finish high school, and 4 years from today, we will meet to see how far we have come in our lives.
Meeting at the park with Arnie? It's today.
Today's July 19th.
It's been 4 years already? Since I've seen you all. It's great to see old friends. How are you?
I guess I'm alright.
Life's okay.
I'm good, I guess.
So, how have you all done in life?
I dropped out of school. I'm so sorry. I couldn't take it anymore. In my school, there were many gangs and a lot of violence. I didn't want to risk putting my friends and family in danger. Dropping out of school was the worst decision I've ever made. I've dropped out in mid-grade 11, and I regret it to this day. Education is key. Without it, you really can't do anything. I wish I could go back to high school and fulfill my goals and dreams of finishing it and earning a diploma. Joining a gang was the easy way out of bullying. I was bullied a lot growing up, and I couldn't take it anymore. Plus, I wasn't a good student. I got a lot of bad marks, and I disappointed my family a lot. I thought dropping out would be the end of all my problems, but it just created more.
You did what? Wow, Navina, that is something really tough to go through. In fact, these last 4 years have been anything but easy. Started on the first day of grade 10. My parents called me home. I was suspicious with their optimism. They told me whatever happens, stay healthy and happy. They told me to stay positive. I was fine with this and agreed. That was until I told the truth. I became heavily depressed, and the year was spent skipping school and flunking. That was when I met Sarah, a nice but slightly sketchy girl. She spent a lot of time with me, and one night we were out at a party. Sarah and her friends offered me drugs. I tried to refuse, but I couldn't. These were the only people that were there for me all year. And I was afraid that if I said no, they would kick me out of their circle.
Oh, wow, tough times, eh? You hope that you're able to get past that addiction. The actions that you do while under the influence of them are not up to you. The drugs are using you. Don't you remember our promise? I'm so disappointed in all of us.
Can I say something? I also dropped out of school a while ago.
Oh, not you too.
All my life, I've been picked on. I've been that little kid, always picked last for everything, and it didn't stop at school. Even my parents didn't find me adequate. Parents are supposed to be the people who love their child for whatever they are. My story was not quite like that. I was the second child. I have always been nothing in comparison to my brother. He is tall, popular, quarterback, and typical golden child material. I'm well, just me. It wasn't the occasion building that really hurt. It was the words that I could not escape. The words that would not disappear when my eyes closed, or when I put my hands over my ears. The words that my parents said to me that repeat themselves like a broken record. A soundtrack on repeat that just gets louder. These words make me so weak that there were times when the only thing I really want to do was leave the house, and sometimes I really want to leave the world.
I can't believe us. You didn't drop out of school already? Well, the truth is, I also dropped out of school just like you guys. During high school, I made a lot of bad decisions, which I regret. One of them was the party. Party had changed my life. 12th grade was the most stressful year for me. It started off as a regular party, and then I got drunk, and then the rest was a blur. I don't remember the exact moment when I realized I was pregnant. The realization, it changed my life. I should have thought about the risks before I did something both illegal and wrong. We should go back to school. The amazing thing about our country is that high school is free. We dropped out, we almost had it all. Now we can have it all. We just need to pick ourselves up, brush off the dirt, and keep going on this dusty road called life.
I don't know if I can do this. This is such a big promise.
Come on, guys. Just another couple of years.
We can do this. We don't have to be so sad anymore. We didn't even break our promise. We are going to finish high school.
It's not impossible. It may be hard, but we will get through. This generation needs education.
The silent epidemic. One dropout is one too many. Many kids struggle with school. 4 out of 10 students cannot even read at the required level. And 30% of all students need extra help just to stay at the required level. But in some families, there is simply no extra money to spend on extra help. As each year goes by, another 40,000 kids drop out of school. 1 in 3 of them have a grade 9 education, or not only are their lives less than ideal, they also spend much of Canada's taxpayer money. High school dropouts use 85% of all of Canada's welfare money, and they also get into trouble themselves in their futures. 80% of Canada's prison inmates are also, in fact, high school dropouts. Low education is correlated with a higher rate of health risk behaviors, and dropouts have a life expectancy of 12.8 years, almost 13 years, less than the Canadian average. The high school dropout rate is a problem that we cannot afford to ignore. In fact, the estimated total high school dropout cost to Canadian society is $37 billion annually. And remember, as Confucius once said, it does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop.